Hello everybody, Sonic Windstarter here. It's time to get back into KotOR 2. Tonight, I am loading up from a autosave because I went to a certain planet that didn't really have all that much really going for it at the beginning of it. So, and this was just to make sure I could get a certain team member to be able to spawn into the ship and try to attack me. So here we go. Where is everyone? Who are you? Okay. Go ahead and use my force immunity. That worked. Crap. Oh well.
My lightsaber. Destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
I will not kill you.
You must. The alternative is only another death. And I would rather die by your hands.
I will not kill a helpless opponent.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
Is her kind rare?
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
Is she gonna be okay?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
If her condition changes, let me know immediately, Atten. I didn't want to hurt her.
She is a threat to us.
I won't harm her if that's what you're asking.
I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
Now, I'm not sure why it's still giving me a lightsaber part when I already have a mod installed that says that I don't need to do the lightsaber building quest. Okay, now I'm gonna do something to be able to get me another force ability before we lift off to our actual destination.
My life for yours.
Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not what I asked. I asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed if that's the answer you seek.
I did not mean to harm you.
I know. And I fear that others will see the mercy in your actions and in my survival and use it as a weapon to do you greater harm.
How did you end up finding us anyway?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
I have questions for you.
I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
I heard that your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
It sounds like your sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people. My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
When one endures, it gives hope to others and to themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
How do you see through the Force?
If you wish to know, perhaps it is possible to show another what my people see, what I see. First, you must close your eyes. The surface of the ship, its sights, will only be a distraction. Now, in your mind, reach out. Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound, but the life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, step back from the image and see what remains. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly.
Alright.
It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power, and with it you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it.
I'll be going now.
Forgive me, but before you go I must ask, why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me.
I believe that you can be saved.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help another is not weakness, it is the strength to them both.
So you say, but it is not something I have observed or seen.
We have spoken enough. I must go.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this, I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
Now watch what it does, folks. I'm pretty sure you saw what it did through the battle, but here it is more in context. Now, as you can see, the remote does not have any energy flowing through it. HK, even though he's powered down, does not have any energy flowing through him as far as the Force is concerned, nor T3. Oh, damn it, wrong thing. But there's Atten's aura. Pretty much everyone has blue aura right now, except for one certain person on the ship. And we're looking at her.
You have befriended the seer.
You mean the Mirror Luca? Why do you call her the seer?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. In saving her, you may destroy yourself, and do not mate with her. Whatever you may feel, whatever messages consume you, do not let them control you. Such a union would breed difficulties.
Just because I saved her doesn't mean I'm gonna go charging up her loading ramp, for fuck's sake!
We shall see. I trust your exile has taught you restraint and discipline in the ways of the flesh. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
If she can see through the Force, maybe she can help us find our other allies.
Perhaps. I am not convinced.
Atten said that her plan was wiped out, and that it was the only colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force, so they can move freely and strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger, and there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
I have other questions.
Ask.
When Visas attacked, she did something with my eyesight.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
Alright.
Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. The sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
T3's got a stuck motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
I can hear it catching it. It's not fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen. As my feet walk from the ashes of KotOR, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death.
I heard her thoughts.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
Was I always able to do this?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must...
Awesome. Alright. Now we're actually going to be landing on the planet that I need to be landing on. So, be right back once we get there, folks.
Here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or if we're someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
Let's take the Ebon Hawk in for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
Now, even though Goto still looks like that, he's going to end up looking like that droid behind the HK-50s with the mod I installed. Why must we watch? We wanted to have something for so long and now we must wait?
You must, because one Jedi affects others. It is
Goto's head is filled with madness. The Zug family on the galaxy look for Jedi. Jedi finally comes here and we can no longer hunt. There's no sense in it. If you wish to live, respect Goto's wishes. The handsome Jedi has run for years, and he will not stay on the moon forever. Let the Zogs defy Goto. And after I've collected their bounty, I'll keep their heads. You best leave. Threats unspoken, Hanar. I hear you not collect the life debt of the little red-maned human female. She made a fool of you twice. If she crushes those jugs, she'll be dead now. Goto or not, I will carve your bloody sword through the entire family, Zug, I swear.
If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
It would be unwise to commit violence here. Goto's orders are clear. We will not harm the handsome Jedi while he walks on Nar Shaddaa. Unless we are attacked first, we are permitted to defend ourselves.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
This Jedi is different. Goto told us to leave the Jedi alone, this is true, but he said nothing about the Jedi's companions. Bitch, you better leave my friends alone. Especially my beautiful little bunny, you better leave her alone. I'll kick your ass, for fuck's sake. I will defend her to the very end. You cannot stop me on that front.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself. Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Are we gonna be okay on the landing pad?
Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one, but they all have the reputation, so we should be alright. I think.
Any problem with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
Alright, let's move on.
Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you. Whatever we do, I say we get the Hawk's ID signature changed while we're here. Might keep us from being a target when we enter a new system.
It is not your choice, Adon. It is his. What is it you wish to do?
If Zez-Kai is here, we need to find him.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult, but this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
Let's see where our paths take us then.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there?
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Is there some sort of problem?
The problem is, you are on my landing pad. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
Can I pay you for your space and your time?
Yeah. Right now, all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering?
I'm guessing 50 ought to be enough?
Done! Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Alright, I'm gonna go with my best two, obviously. Alright. And there's gonna be a little bit more story coming up here in a minute in the form of a battle. You wandered too far, Human. We warned you what would happen, but your kind will not listen. Break legs, maybe you won't wander so far. Oh, know your place, Human. Your place is there, not here. Another Human. What are you looking at? What's going on here? Exchange business, Human. Not that you're seeing unless you want to lose your eyes. I won't let you hurt that man. Step away from him. One human, not an easy fight. More than one human, a little better. Still more blood. Oh, you really don't want to fuck with me, dude. You were messing with a Jedi, and that was a mistake you will not live to regret. Because you also threatened the man. You okay?
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
I couldn't just stand there and let them hurt you. Why were they hunting you?
Well, they work for the Exchange. For a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately.
What do you mean?
The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
Where can I find him?
You don't. He comes to you, if he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
I'm glad I can help. Head out of here before you run into any more trouble.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few credits, friend.
Of course.
Much appreciated, friend. Life's hard in the refugee sector, and this should go a long way to helping.
Can I get some intel?
Alright. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know.
I'm looking for a Jedi Master by the name of Zez-Kai.
Jedi Master? There aren't any Jedi Masters in the galaxy, let alone on Nar Shaddaa. This place is a cesspit, with the Exchange and the Hutts stabbing their claws into everything. But, you know, I did hear something about a bounty on Jedi, though. Something the Exchange posted. Doesn't matter, though. Aren't any more Jedi around, so no one's going to be collecting that bounty.
Well, I am a Jedi.
You're lying. You're mad. A Jedi wouldn't come to the... You're serious. You're telling the truth. What are you doing here? Are you trying to get us out of this place? Please, you have no idea what life is like here.
If I can help, I'll do what I can.
Of course. Of course. Tell me, what else did you want to know, Jedi?
Can you tell me about the bounty?
Not much to say, except it's a high price. You need to find a bounty hunter to get more, and they've been pretty scarce lately. You might have more luck trying to find someone connected to the Exchange. And I don't mean some spaceport muscle, I mean someone connected.
Any reason why they posted a bounty on us?
No idea. Could be one of them crossed the Exchange, and they're looking for revenge on all of them.
So, how could I find someone connected to the Exchange?
Well, they tend to lay low. To be honest, it's like with bounty hunters. You may need to do something to get their attention.
Alright, thank you.
Look, Jedi, before you go, I know you probably didn't come here to save us, but I knew Jedi during the war, and I know that they always helped when they could. If I can help you, even just by keeping an ear out, I can let you know if I hear anything.
I would greatly appreciate that.
I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
I saw what you did to those Exchange thugs, stranger. Please, maybe help another refugee in need.
Here.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
I cannot stand by and let others suffer when I can help.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
And what if he doesn't?
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
I will consider what you have said.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
And what did he want?
Nothing. Just answers to some questions.
It's okay. I already know he's a Jedi.
You do? Then why?
Trust me, Nar Shaddaa just got complicated.
That's the understatement of the year. Now, the reason why Theodore still looks like he's got his normal clothes is because the restored content mod does not allow him to have a customized look, apparently. Although I'll try to find a way to circumvent that since I still have my custom look. But yeah, I'll be right back once I get to something more plot relevant. Okay, I decided to come back aboard the ship, mostly because I wanted to go ahead and reactivate HK.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Are you alright?
Answer. If by okay, you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay. Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication.
You look like a series of droids that have been attacking me.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
Well, there's at least 4 now defunct versions of you in the galaxy.
Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
There are a series of HK-50 units sharing your model and function that I have encountered on multiple occasions.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
Are you alright?
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are, in fact, hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being.
You're an assassin droid?
Recitation. Yes, as I said,
I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term.
We'll get used to it.
Answer, yes, Master.
You are not to kill anyone unless in self-defense. Even then, I don't want you acting without my orders.
Answer, yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
And with that, we got HK-47 up and running. I am going to see if I can go ahead and get some more of the achievements out of the way concerning him.
Statement. Master, I must express some degree of concern. As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several.
Such as...
Statement. You seem disposed to helping others, not harming them, as I have come to expect and anticipate from organic meat bags across the galaxy.
Mercy and charity are not weaknesses.
Statement. Oh, Master, please, of course they are. Anytime you inconvenience or jeopardize yourself for another, it is a vulnerability. In any event, I feel compelled to point out that your self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice will only lead to your doom. That may be a trifle melodramatic, but frankly, it is something that all Jedi should hear. And I have been rehearsing the speech for some time.
Why were you studying me for that anyway?
Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master.
And still... You mean to protect me?
Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you.
I have more questions to ask you.
Statement. You wish to conduct an interrogation? Very well. Proceed.
This is not an interrogation!
Statement. Very well, Master. But if you wish to be brutal and vicious about it,
Jesus
know that I am
Christ.
trained for such things. Do your worst.
Look, enough of the interrogation already. When I ask you to answer my questions, I want you to answer them and I want you to answer them without me torturing you.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
Okay, who was your previous master?
Statement. Master, that is a question that has an extremely complicated answer. You see, I do not believe my master knew who he was most of the time, which led to some confusing situations that could have otherwise been avoided.
I'm not sure I understand.
Verification. Suffice to say that my master had his ups and downs, and in my opinion, traveled from a high point in his life to a low point. He developed qualities such as mercy, compassion, and even love for others. It was really rather revolting. Still, my master had some remarkably efficient droid-like qualities which I admired. He, too, suffered memory problems, as I did.
Memory problems?
Statement. Oh, yes, Master. As indicated upon my reassembly, my central control cluster is damaged, making recalling my previously stored assassination protocols difficult. I hope that over time I shall eventually reach the status and skill I possessed before I was damaged.
What was the last thing you remembered then?
Recollection. The last thing I remember is having my core wiped from the last 5 years. I believe my master was responsible.
Why did he do that?
Answer. Even with my memory impairment, I recall that my master was about to embark on a dangerous journey. Conjecture. I believe there was something about my master's destination that he did not wish me to know.
Are you alright?
Answer. I am somewhat disappointed that my master did not choose to take me along, of course. Wherever my master traveled, destruction and death were assured. Speculation, but I suspect I was not the only one left behind. So there is some satisfaction that the disrespect was spread through the rest of his whiny, simpering meatbag allies.
And the place where Revan decided to go to was the Sith homeworld of Drummond Koss. Whiny?
Statement. Oh yes, my master had quite the collection of tortured individuals that seemed unable to confront their basic personality conflicts. Let me cite some specific examples. Mockery. Oh master, I do not trust you. I cannot trust you or anyone, ever again. Mockery.
Oh, Master, I love you, but I hate all you stand for. But I think we should go press our slimy, mucus-covered lips together in the cargo hold.
Conclusion. Such pheromone-driven humans never cease to degrade my capacitors. I wish I could press a blaster pistol to my behavior core and pull the trigger. I am pleased that this does not seem to be the case with your current entourage.
Maybe you should turn your photoreceptors up a little bit more and pay attention then.
Statement. Yes, well, enough of that painful stroll through what remains of my memories. Was there something else you wish to know?
Okay, what about the other HK units across the galaxy?
Statement. Yes, them. Very well. What did you wish to know?
Do you know why they are hunting me?
Answer. Well, Master, it seems you have become a popular individual in the galaxy.
Oh, really?
It is somewhat surprising to me, since this dissemination of information could not have been caused by your actions alone.
Such as?
Statement. Master, there is mention of you specifically in the KotOR databases, even in public terminals on Coruscant. Observation. I was led to believe that this information concerning Jedi was not for public consumption, yet somehow it has been made known to them.
Why would someone do that exactly?
Conclusion. Someone wants everyone to know that you exist, Master, and that you are back in Republic space. If I did not know better, which is computationally impossible, I believe that someone wants to make you a target, and they are succeeding admirably.
Who is it?
Answer. Master, my feeling would be the exchange. But that doesn't seem to be enough to answer the question, however. Rhetorical. Why wouldn't they have simply kept the information to themselves? Such an answer does not address the central question. And that is, why someone would choose to broadcast your location all over the known galaxy. Theory. My suspicion is that someone is using you as bait for a larger target, who is unknown at this time.
Okay, let me see. For a sophisticated assassination droid, you don't seem very advanced.
Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards.
Alright, I'll be going.
Statement. Master, before you go, I had a question for you.
Okay.
Query. I must express some degree of confusion concerning your actions. You are the one who followed Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not?
Yes. I thought everybody in the galaxy knew this.
Observation. Well, Master, I was not at Malachor 5 during your near-genocidal reaction to the Mandalorian threat, but I feel that I may have been constructed as a result of that.
Can you explain?
Observation. I believe that Revan determined that mass slaughter on such a scale may no longer be needed to achieve his aims. So perhaps you are responsible for my creation.
You were created during the Mandalorian Wars then?
Answer. No, Master. I was constructed shortly after the beginning of the Jedi Civil War.
What targets were you assigned?
Answer. Well, Master, unless you were operating on my central control cluster, I would be somewhat hesitant to discuss my targets, but I suppose it could do no harm. During the Jedi Civil War, I was responsible for certain strategic targets. For some reason, Revan did not feel that the Republic presented much of a military threat. Aside, I am somewhat unclear as to why this was so, but Revan did have a certain biological instinct regarding such things, so I will simply say that there were probably reasons for such an assessment.
So he decided that the Republic was not a threat?
Answer. Revan felt the true war was against the Jedi. Observation. It was not something discussed with much of the others, but I think Revan recognized that a single Jedi, both in the past and in the present, could turn the tide of a conflict. So my targets were frequently Jedi, or someone close to a Jedi that could result in their corruption or collapse. Revan often assigned me to kill leaders or supporters of certain Jedi so as to erode their will.
Where did these tactics come from exactly, HK?
Answer. Revan saw the pressures of war on Duxon and knew that even in the heat of conflict, Jedi could be broken, not physically, but psychologically. Observation. It is a curious thing to assassinate and wound someone's personality, to assassinate them psychologically, and it took me some time to reconcile the acts. I am much more used to their direct approach. Still, I served well and killed many Jedi.
Sounds like Revan was converting them. Oh wait, I need to know how you killed Jedi in order to protect myself.
Request. First, Master, I would appreciate it if Jedi need to be killed, that you permit me to kill those annoying pseudo-pacifists for you. But if you are determined to do it yourself, then there are many techniques I would suggest.
Such as?
Recitation. First, weapon selection is critical. If I see one more idiot attacking a Jedi with a blaster pistol, then I'll kill them myself.
What weapon would you suggest then, HK?
Answer. Select grenades, sonic screamers, cluster rockets, and plasma charges. Mines are also effective, since many Jedi will run to meet you in hand-to-hand combat. Silly Jedi. Addendum. Gas attacks are effective if you can take the Jedi by surprise. Inhalation is less effective than ones that work on skin contact, as some Jedi seem to be able to hold their breath for long periods of time. Cautionary. Still, don't rely on it, since Jedi can fight off the effects. It just distracts them, leaving them open to another avenue of attack.
Any defenses you would suggest?
Recitation. Do not forget to activate any energy shields you possess. Lightsabers, while powerful, have trouble penetrating most military-issue energy shields, provided they are energy shields and not those crude Mandalorian melee shields.
And countering the Force?
Answer. Countering their other powers is more difficult. Confession. I do not fully understand their other abilities, but I do know that many of them require that the Jedi know that you are there and can see you. Thus, sniping and using cover are always advantageous.
Anything else?
Evaluation. A technique that Revan used frequently was to attack a Jedi indirectly. This method only works if the Jedi is adhering to the self-destructive path. of pacifism and sacrifice.
What do you mean by that?
Answer: kill their allies or place them in jeopardy. Many Jedi will leave themselves exposed in order to protect another. That is why there are many less Jedi than there were a decade ago.
You seem to have thought this through.
Cautionary? Oh no, Master. In fact, that is the worst thing you can do. Explanation. Statistically, over-planning the assassination of a Jedi seems to backfire. Extrapolation. There are many theorists who claim Jedi can see the future, and I do not know if that is true, but it seems impulsive acts are more common to succeed than planned incidents. Jedi, like sandkivers, seem to sense trouble a few seconds before it happens. They are tricky little pests.
So you say that he intended on breaking Jedi?
Observation. Master, that was the lesson of Malachor. Any Jedi involved in the systematic slaughter on such a scale cannot help but doubt and question themselves.
Revan ordered us to kill the Mandalorians of Malachor, not Jedi.
Observation. Master, I do not believe that the Mandalorians were the true target at Malachor. I believe that the intention was to destroy the Jedi, break their will, and make them loyal to Revan. I do not know if you examined the records of the deaths on Malachor, but you cannot escape that many of the Jedi and Republic soldiers who died were not Revan's strongest supporters. Observation. I believe that Revan was cleaning house at Malachor 5. What ones did not die became Revan's allies against the Republic.
We are not going to continue this discussion right now.
Statement. Yes, Master. My, I must confess, I enjoy it when you are so authoritative and dismissive toward me. It bodes well for your treatment of our enemies.
Alright, be right back, folks.
I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship. Your ship? I'd lay off the spice if I were you. That's our ship, not yours. Was I talking to you? I tell you, that ship's mine.
What makes you think it's your ship?
It's the effing Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the mid-rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars.
If you can prove that it's yours, I'll give it back.
The registry's 34 P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin.
Can I buy it from you?
No deal. A ship's worth its weight in spice on Nar Shaddaa, and nothing's worth being trapped here another year scrounging freight jobs.
If you couldn't keep a hold of it, then you didn't deserve it.
So, you admit it's not yours. How did you come by it anyway? Who did you buy it from?
Unless you want more trouble than you can handle, I would leave.
We'll see about that. Watch yourself. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place. Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
Oh, trust me, I would allow you to, man, if the game allowed it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and talk to this guy to get a couple of the side quests ready.
Welcome, traveler. My name's Husef. I try to look out for the other refugees. I see you're a stranger here. Watch your step and keep to the camp.
Why is that?
You've got the Serico refugees over on the skyward side. They're veterans from the Serico campaign and don't take kind to strangers. And on the inner side, you've got the Overseer and his exchange. They've been pushing us refugees pretty hard lately.
What does the exchange do with the refugees exactly? Oh wait, is there anything I can do to help you?
If you could convince either the exchange or the Serico to give us more space, that would really help a lot.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Good luck.
Alright, now there's supposed to be 2 Twi'leks in this area that no Atten, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that cutscene active. That way I can go ahead and make sure he can become a Jedi. You're right, it's him. He's different. Let's watch and see what he does. Do you think he will recognize us? He never saw us before. He will not recognize us now. Maybe if we approach safely without... You have done much kindness here in the refugee sector, so we feel we must pay you in return. But this is for your ears alone, not for audience. The one, your human companion, male one, we have seen him here before. Atten? If that's the name you know him by? That one came on the smuggler's wing years ago during the Jedi Civil War, claimed he had been displaced by the war. Don't trust him. He's not a soldier. He's a killer. Tried and true. I can give you nothing more than a warning. The rest is up to you. Alright. Well, time to talk to Atten then.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see.
It's hard to explain, but even with everything happening, I feel more at peace.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
I have questions for you.
Alright, what did you want to know?
I met someone in Nar Shaddaa who says that they know you.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too?
He says that you're not really Atten at all. That you showed up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War.
I'm as Atten will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees.
Is there anything you want to tell me?
No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else?
Look, calm down. I just want to know. There's no harm meant in it.
Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it. Especially for an ex-Jedi, or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it?
If you got a problem, let's settle it right now.
You know what? I helped you get off Dragas. If I hadn't been there, you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration level. I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering.
Actually, if I had been trapped on the administration level of Dragas, the Sith would have arrived through the airlock who tried to capture me.
Yeah, well, I still helped you. Sort of. Maybe you shouldn't look a free Ronto in the mouth before you buy it.
You should have the Huddies given it to you.
You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandalorian Wars. Not once. I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about Serico, and I sure as hell know about Malachor 5. What makes you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do.
If you got a question, go ahead and ask. Wait, actually, if I did a lot that I wasn't proud of. I'm sorry for the lives that were lost on both sides.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you?
It wasn't like that at all.
Wasn't it? Maybe you thought they'd forgive you. Sure, you might have thought they'd execute you. But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
They didn't deserve it. Why would you even say that?
Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
The Jedi are guardians of the peace. They are not what you have described.
The Jedi, the Sith, you don't get it, do you? To the galaxy, they're the same thing. Just men and women with too much power, squabbling over religion while the rest of us burn. At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
You're wrong, Atten. It's not the way of the Jedi.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway.
I'd like to know about your past, especially if we're traveling together, Adam.
Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
Why not?
It's because I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
You served in the war?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
I didn't know you served with the Republic.
I did, up until the Republic officers began to betray their oaths to the Republic and side with Revan, Admiral Kareth, Mon Halan, General Darrett, and all the rest. Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
You answered war with war.
No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Stay-Rip cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
There was no reason to start another war against the Republic and end more lives, though.
We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. He saved us.
Yes. Well, what happened then?
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks. We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us, not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die. So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
How?
I started killing Jedi. A lot of them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it. What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
You make it sound so easy.
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
Is that why you act the way you do?
Part of it. Maybe it was always me. It's hard to tell sometimes. I haven't known who I am for years. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
So, it all came down to the Jedi and the Force?
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
Capture, but not kill.
Yeah, Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see his side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join him.
But you're here now. Why?
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
Why tell me this? You're telling a Jedi you killed Jedi.
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live. You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
But why did you leave the Sith?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
Was this your last mission?
It wasn't a mission. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course. Or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention.
Such as?
She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in his service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her, or want to believe her.
If you didn't believe her, what happened?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force, in my head, and I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was, and how what I was doing, I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
That is what it means to be a Jedi. Wait, perhaps she felt a greater good would be served with your salvation.
Maybe. It doesn't matter. I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
So what happened to her after you did that?
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me. And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa. I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone. And then, I met you on Paragus. And I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
Then I welcome whatever help you can give me.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
Then let's stand together against the Sith.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in. I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Then I can train you, Atten.
What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
Just close your eyes and open your mind. You must learn to feel the Force around you. Feel the currents and its eddies. Listen to the echo of your thoughts, your heart. Separate it from war. Separate it from hate. Think of what you felt when you felt the need to help me and to protect me. And at last, awaken. Yes! Now I can train him to be a Jedi. I'll be right back once I get him leveled up. Ah, I thought I picked up a new smell in the sector. Are you the one running this place? I'm Sequesh, the overseer of the sector, voice of the exchange. You would do well to show me some respect, human. Stop pressuring the refugees, or I will be forced to take you down. It's amazing your species survived this long. Bitch, please! You can't fucking do shit against a Jedi. You were foolish to think that you could defeat me. Alright, now time to rescue this little girl.
Who are you? One of Saquesh's calf hounds?
Who are you?
Adana. My mom made the mistake of telling Saquesh she couldn't sell me to the Hutts, so he took me.
I'm here to rescue you.
Really? Oh, why didn't you say so? Oh, sorry about those things I said to you. You do look a little like a calf hound, though.
I'm taking care of the squid head. Get back to your mother.
Oh, I wanted to see you thrash him. Mom, thanks.
Of course, kid. Alright. Now that I've saved that little girl, time to take down the Serico and fucking free this area of exchange control. And it should just be down this ramp, over in this direction, down, up, and around. Oh, this way. Sorry, I was pretty much just looking at the map. Wasn't paying attention all that much. The guy didn't say much of anything.
I heard you've been looking for me.
I do not like how you've been bullying the refugees.
Well, that's too bad. Is that all you wanted to say?
Stop harassing the refugees.
Then what would you propose me and my men do?
Leave them out. I don't care, just leave them out. Just leave them be.
Alright, we'll lay off the bits.
Not good enough. Disarm yourselves.
No, Chuck.
Then you force my hoof, or in this case, paw. These guys are idiots to think that I would freaking fall that easy. You're going up against 3 Jedi. What do you think the odds are, idiots? Sheesh. Alright, be right back, folks. Alright, we're about to get a cutscene here, folks.
Let's see. Trey brings the spice out to Elysia, then with a turnaround, no, that won't work. Come back. You here so soon? I wasn't expecting you for... well, not now. Anyway,
Another has claimed their landing pad of the Red Eclipse.
yeah, well, I tried to explain that, you see, but,
We've traveled a long way through the blackness of Nar Shaddaa for bodies. The spice plants need to be fed these bodies, but the production runs dry. Yet we come here and find our territory usurped. Another ship lying where the Red Eclipse shadows lie.
I had no choice. These thugs showed up and they said that you could go space yourselves. And I was like, no, this is the Red Eclipse. And
enough! We will wait for these trespassers and we will see the color of their blood. Oh boy. My beautiful little bunny is going to be on that ship, and I will be able to switch her out. God damn it. Our own mother's coming in.
as of yet.
Someone's trying to board...
Yes. What happens next is not our fight, and your first reaction will not serve us here. Let us see what the exile will do.
Oh, one of the models is off kilter. Find the owner of this ship. The others, lock them in the hold. After that, we will wait. Like I said, one of the models are off.
If they think I'm going to give up this ship without a fight, well, they're wrong. It's good to be back on the old girl. Hey, what are you doing on my ship?
Are you the owner of this ship?
Damn right I am. What are you...
Tell the captain we have them. Like I said, one of the models is off kilter, so I may end up getting out of the game, so be prepared for that, folks. Anyway, I'll be right back once I get aboard the Ebon Hawk. That's the one, as was told to us. You've attempted to claim territory of the Red Eclipse. After that, your lives are now ours. I don't think so! You're going up against Jedi. What do you think you've got? What chance do you bastards really think you've got? They really think they had a chance. Honestly. Alright, let's see what happens when we load up the game. I mean, is it going to end up having us freeze up if we... Okay, now the models are looking better. It's these guys that had the models off kilter. I guess it was only for the cutscenes. I'm gonna just go ahead and make my way to their leader. You trespass on the territory of the Red Eclipse. You shall not surrender it without blood. We caught this thief already. Got him as he crawled on board, thinking he could steal a ship from us. If you cross us, you will end up dead. I do not ask for your blood. I only ask for your obedience. What do you mean? We are not slave bodies for you to order about. I could kill you in a heartbeat. Your lives are mine, whether you wish it or not. You smell of many bodies fought and won. If you are the stronger, what would you ask the Red Eclipse? Give up the slave trade, or else? That we will never do. Those who are weak should be forfeiting their lives to us. I don't dare, then prepare to die.
The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true.
Get off the ship before I throw you out. Idiot. Honestly, do these idiots now realize that they're messing with someone who's a Jedi?
Pazak, what, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first? Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another ±1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
What are you guys playing?
Hazak. Well, I'm playing. It's cheating.
I don't think TP would count cards.
Whatever, cheater.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Alright, be right back, folks. The mighty Anar, you are wearing shackles as well. How do you mean with gold toes go? Lethal, I hope. Only his shadows in his voice. He fears to stand before others in the flesh. He's a strange trait. I do not mean to hunt him, but to kill him, Wookiee. Perhaps I chose unwisely. Perhaps another bounty hunter scum could serve me better. You will find no one who can be able to hunt better than me. I have walked the Shadowlands of Kashyyyk and returned with the pincers of... Yes, that's why the Circuit found you in such easy target. Such an easy target. I care nothing about your accomplishments of primitives on some backwater world, cannot. I only care about your accomplishments here upon the smuggler's moon. But if you cannot perform the test, perhaps that human female will serve me better. Even nauseatingly thin and cheaply free of whiskers, she's said to have the Dane's disgrace, and a better hunter than you. She refuses to kill, but I imagine she, with enough credits, I can persuade her otherwise. Especially considering the disappointment you have proven to be. Speak of her again, I will tear your tongue from your throat. Those are my hands, Anar, just as you are. I'll tell you again. Find Goto, kill him, if he do not return, until you have done this. I will return, Polka. This I swear to you. Alright, here we go.
You interrupting me for a reason? I have a lot of work to do, to manage here, right? So, what is it?
Give me access to the pylon consoles.
I'll give you access to the pylon consoles.
Thank you, Faza. That's all. I love that I was able to do that so easily. I mean, seriously, it was that fucking easy. I don't even think I actually freaking... It didn't say if I was successful or not. Okay, so according to this, it's the Zephyr, Alancor, and Tonra. Okay, there we go. That should be able to help with matters of making sure that Goto gets confused with knowing which freaking ships to steal. Okay, here's another one who's going to be so easily tricked. If you want an audience for Volga, you'll better have a good reason. Oh, right. You will let me in if you... I wish to speak with him. That's a unique position to be in. Bogus Temple has been opening just for requests such as that. Do not waste my time. What is the matter you wish to speak with him about? Can't get through there right now. I wish I could use the freaking Jedi mind trick to fucking make sure he lets me through.
Oh, looks like the Jedi raised their standards. Hanhar. I thought I smelled something. I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine.
You are my prey, female. Always.
What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar? You touch me, you'll break the truce. And then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon.
Maybe I'll forget truce for a short while. Go back, forget rules. Maybe seeing your bones break, seeing you in pain will be all I need to see before I die.
Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you.
What? Warn me? Of what? You want to trick me, warn me to violate my life debt? Little girl, I'd crush you.
I want your life debt, Hanhar. I told you.
The little girl should not have made a mistake long ago. I can't shake females who make mistakes die.
I'm afraid if you keep crushing me, I'll accidentally set off my rocket charges and pull us both to Nalhada.
Are you finally ready to die? I don't think so. Your eyes show that you're still filled with fear.
I'd rather die than be caught by you again, Hanhar.
It is not time for you to enter the Shadowlands. When it is, I'll be there. My pulse will be at your throat, and I will stare into your eyes as you die. Damn. Talk about being a violent whoop. I swear. Okay, so I had to uninstall one of the other mods because it was interfering with some of the appearances that I would like to see in the game. There's gotta be one to focus chambers. Volga will decorate his chambers with our skins if he catches us. No one's going to break open Volga's treasure chamber. You have to get by his cat hounds, his guards, and then break the lock. Not going to happen if you could ever get admitted to see him, which is not possible. Cat hounds can be put to sleep, so can Volga. Get past the guards. How would you push him to sleep? Cat hounds like Juma juice from the cantina that will put them out in seconds. As for Volga, you'll need this. Too bad he fed one dancer to the cat hounds. Dancers always tire him out. How can anyone get tired of watching him dancing? This is Volga, just the effort of following a dancer with his eyes always served that he's used to. Oh, is it now? Thanks for the intel, fools. Alright, be right back, folks. Okay, so apparently uninstalling that mod that I did uninstalled, it caused me to be in another battle with the right clip, so I just decided to go ahead and reinstall the mod that was preventing certain characters to look the way I would look. So let's see what. Okay, so
please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have.
what you have, pay it all. And we'll wake up the percentage, take the percentage like this.
But oh, look, here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient.
You have the rest of it. This one owes. Give it all owned now. This man is under my protection. Leave immediately. Protection? But we want him to pay us credits. Sorry, this one may be more than we can handle. Leave the devil here. There will be another time. If someone suffers, then they are worth our time, Matten.
If you say so, I'm not sure I believe it. There's a lot of people who need help in the galaxy. If we stop to help each one, the Sith are going to be on us faster than anything. Let's just accomplish our mission first, then worry about everyone else.
Alright. Trying to find
Your
out.
thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
I feel the background noise, like a vibration.
It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare.
It feels so alive, but with a desperation to it all.
I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force. Their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life.
But the anger and desperation, is there some way to heal it?
One might as well heal the universe, but such manipulation is possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination.
This feeling, how long can I feel these echoes around me?
For as long as it lasts. Like life, such waking moments within the Force are rare, waiting for the right moment when the critical point is struck and the sound rises. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment, for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly look at my missions here. Okay. Overheard 2 thieves. The Ebon Hawk's ID signature copy. Yeah, again, that one, I just don't understand why it's there. Well, it's in the past. Lost Jedi. Okay. Especially after I had just... I'm telling you, it's all here. I told you 2 dozen cases. Why don't I continue with these 2? With just 2. Boss? An ambush. You jump across the lake, you will adorn my walls. Wait. Leave none alive. Bitch! You were foolish to think you could take on a Jedi. Sheesh. How many times do I have to fucking tell these idiots? They are foolish to take on a Jedi. Maybe going back to the Ebon Hawk will help us out. I don't know. I'm just freaking grasping at straws right now. Trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to get the exchange on my ass. To where they'll fucking pay attention. Anyway, I'll be right back once I figure it all out. Alright, I'm back on the ship. I'm gonna go through this dialogue.
Why are you here?
Because I told him everything.
Ah, and now you are free.
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests. You and me, we're done.
Did you ever think I truly held you? You're more of a fool than I thought. What truly held you was you, and let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her by the throat and let her die slowly. And your emotion at that point is what you fear. I wielded power like you cannot imagine. Everything I saw was awash with possibilities, spreading outwards, touching everything else. I saw all of that, all that the Force is. And only when it was ripped from me did I truly see it. And I know what lies buried within you, that you hide with your desperate thoughts, your guilt, your lusts. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious. Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing further to say to one such as you.
I guess that's it for that part of the dialogue. Okay, be right back. Maybe doing this fifth side quest will be able to help me out. But if we recalibrate one, we have to recalibrate. Who are you? I'm Nick Wild, just checking out the area. I see. Yet at the same time, I do not. Explain. What is you come here for? Can I ask what you're doing? I do not know if you can or not. I am unfamiliar with etiquette or physiology of reference to such situations. You got an impressive way of equipment and monitors here. I am trying to get everything working. It's difficult. The equipment looks like it's designed to track signals, correct? The equipment allows me to tie into listening devices I install on the docking pylons. It makes for perfect antennas, you see. For what exactly? To triangulate a signal I detected. It's elusive, with strange harmonics, yet I must catch it. Are you looking for one specific signal? I must. It is the only frequency I cannot get out of my head. There are ways I can help you with that problem. Well then, my species can hear much higher frequencies than yours. Sometimes we can hear communication sent through artificial means. I would think by now you could tune out what you don't want to hear. It will not stop, no matter what the frequency dampers I surround myself with. I cannot get one signal out of my head. The power driving it must be enormous. What would you need such a strong signal for exactly? The only reason I can discern is the owner is transmitting intends to cover the entire time. Generating a signal. Unique thing, transmission is buried several signals within the other background noise. So you stumbled upon it by mistake. I would not have been able to pick it up it weren't for my knowledge for such things. Therein lies the problem. Due to my familiarity with relevant tech, I cannot tune out what other bits can. What makes the signal so unique, transmission carriers and the entire plan, so you believe whoever's signal it is wants to keep it hidden. Whoever used the particular signal wanted to keep it a secret from anyone who did not know exactly what to be looking for. Anything I can do to help out? I am in need of a good courier, actually. What is it? I just need... Tell me what you'll have me do. Take these crates and meet a supplier of mine. Until he has a vital part needed to complete my triangulation. Then the payment he will give you the part. Bring the part here. Twilight is on pylon 3. Alright. I'm gonna force speed my way over there. That way I can be able to get over there fast and then get back to him. Of course, the speed's also going to help out with something else. Must be the contact you were supposed to meet. The body has been stripped of the package in you to buy for the bed. All too easy. Honestly, how can they not? Found signal. Joy attacked me. Deleting my data. We'll try to get away. I wonder if this will be enough to be able to get the exchange's attention now. Be right back. Fucking finally!
I think this is something everyone will want to hear.
I'll return to the Ebon Hawk at once.
The droid's the one who picked up the message. He's got it all ready to display.
Welcome, Nick Wallen. I regret that this message has taken so long to reach you, but I only recently became aware of your presence on Nar Shaddaa. I am Visquis, a representative of the exchange and shipping interests here on the Smuggler's Moon. I am extending an invitation to you to join me in my private lounge at the Jetty Pod, where we may speak without being disturbed. I wish to discuss some mutual interests concerning your past profession. And do come along. One human in my presence is more than enough.
Well, good thing it's not a trap.
What are you talking about? It's obviously a trap.
Could you please lighten up for 1 second?
It may be a trap, but traps work both ways. This Visquis, his kind is spread through the lower reaches of Nar Shaddaa, and he may have information. But the choice is yours. If you go, you will have to go alone.
I will go and see him.
Well, I wouldn't keep him waiting. If you got his attention, you probably attracted the attention of someone else.
Agreed. Has there been any news from the scout? Last news I heard was that the Jedi was back in a piece of charcoal they call a Sith. Keeps going back and forth. It's very frustrating. We Zugs are big-time bounty hunters. Very important, very famous. But then the target comes to us for collection, and then he can do nothing except sit and wait. I feel as though I'm back at labor commissions in Doros. These reasons. Scout has reported back with very strange news. The exchanges have arranged a meeting with the Jedi. I don't understand why they would do that. I thought they wanted to watch and see if the Jedi could protect others. Perhaps the Jedi caused too much trouble. Doros gets tired of it. Got tired of it. Maybe they find other Jedi. No, it's obvious that Koto and what Koto intends to do. He intends to hire us to drive the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Now that the Jedi is here, Koto doesn't need to pay us anymore. He will try and catch the Jedi for himself. But he cannot attack the Jedi. Koto put knives on all of our heads. Damn it, I've skipped some of the dialogue. I swear, sometimes I cannot read fast enough when it comes to the alien translations and whatnot. And quite frankly, it frustrates the hell out of me. I can't do shit. Alright, I'll be right back, folks. And here comes Atten.
Hey, look, I wanted to tell you. Be careful. I won't be able to contact you via the comlink if something happens. And I'm betting that Squidhead knows it.
I appreciate the warning, Atten. Thanks.
Look, take these. They're healing packs. If your suit gets breached, you'll need to inject them fast if you don't want your lungs to seize up. And trust me, once the seizures start, you'll be dead.
Look, just relax. I can handle this.
Alright, whatever. Don't say I didn't try to warn you. Me? I've got better things to do.
I already know what those better things are, bro. You can't fool me.
So, you're the big Jedi that everyone's been talking about. You don't look so tough to me. I thought you Jedi were supposed to be smart, and here you are running around Nar Shaddaa sticking your lightsaber into everyone's business. What, were you planning to save everyone on this moon? You're attracting more attention than a fleet of Sith warships.
Who are you exactly?
I'm Mira. I'm the best bounty hunter in this system, and that's not me bragging, that's fact. I had you in my sights ever since you landed. I've been watching you run all over the refugee sector like a bantha, and for someone with a price on their head as high as yours, you sure don't know how to keep a low profile. Look, I know that squid-head Visquis sent you a message to meet him in the Jek-Jek-Tar. He works for Godo, and it's a trap. I'm betting he's gonna lure you in there, start a fight, and then he's gonna wrap you up and deliver you to Godo, dead, claiming you attacked him.
Visquis is the only way for me to get to Goto and settle this bounty.
Well, whatever your reasons are, the fact you're meeting with Visquis is what I want to talk about. If I know about it, that means everybody else on this moon knows about it, or will soon enough. And when that happens, the bounty hunter truce is off. That means things are going to get real ugly real quick.
I've been a target ever since I entered Republic space.
I think your friends are the ones in trouble.
And here we go with that in this battle with the twin sun.
Well, this sure beats staying on the ship. A few drinks to keep me on my toes, a few games of Pizak to keep the mind alert. Should be enough to keep me out of trouble until our fearless leader straightens things out. Give me a hit of Juma. Keep 'em coming. Well, looks like staying on the ship was a bad idea after all. That's what I love about Nar Shaddaa, the company. So, I don't think I caught your names. You two work here, or?
We are dancers, yes. Slaves once, but now no longer.
Yeah? What happened to your master?
We made him deceased. We serve no one but ourselves. And of course, you of course, tell us, why have you come to the Smuggler's Moon? Perhaps you're looking for something? Perhaps us?
No, I'm here protecting someone, keeping them out of trouble, by acting as a distraction for people looking to harm him. Because with assassins like you two running around Nar Shaddaa, I think you're another problem my friend doesn't need.
Assassins? He needs one who kills for money. He doesn't understand. We only wish the exile to submit, or else we shall kill you and find other friends.
Why don't you two shut us try it, and we'll see what happens.
If that's what you wish, we shall end you. I've been waiting too long since we have killed. Oh boy. These bitches think that they can take on Atten. That's a good thing I upgraded him to Jedi status before doing all this. Otherwise he would have been in real trouble.
Well, that's it. The bounty hunter truce is off. That means this place is gonna get real bad, real fast. I better get back to the ship. Warn the others.
Jedi would come here. There's so much noise on this moon. Of course, it makes detecting a Jedi difficult. But to be in a place where one drowns in the Force, why would a Jedi wish that? A simple question, to which I ask another. Why should a Jedi want to hide?
Hey, we need to move out.
What are you talking about? What is wrong?
The truce between the bounty hunters and Nar Shaddaa is off. There's gonna be a war. A trap in the Jek-Jek-Tar is bad enough, but having 100 bounty hunters on your back is something else.
He was told to meet alone. We cannot disrupt their meeting until the alien reveals the information he has.
Look, we need to move. They're coming after us, not the exile.
If they are coming after us, then they will be after him as well. We need to go rescue him.
Forget him. He can handle himself. I'm more worried about us.
We are not going to leave him here. We stand together or not at all.
That's my beautiful little bunny for you. The refugees here on the landing pad. Are you lost? Or perhaps you have lost your criminal Jedi exile leader. Perhaps that's more likely. Yes, very. I would be very smart if you can tell me where the criminal Jedi has gone. And do speak quickly. My patience is very low.
Anybody here catch that? All I understood was very. I think he wanted us to give up the General to his poorly trained collection of bounty hunters. Ah, well, that would explain it. Which one do you want? I'll take the stupid one, who decided to threaten us rather than shoot us when he had the chance.
Woo! Way to go, Theodore. Okay.
Well, this is one of my safe houses. It's not too pretty to look at, but keeps away prying eyes.
It certainly has its own distinct smell to it.
Yeah, well, it's one of those trade-offs. All the freighter exhaust from the docks, you know. Some aliens actually like breathing it, if you can believe it.
So why did you bring me here in the first place?
You know, Visquis is arranging a trap for you in the Tar. No surprise there. Thing is, he intends to cut the bounty hunters out of the loop and deliver you to Goto personally. Not smart from where I'm standing.
I still need to meet with Goto.
Oh, you will. Just not right now. In fact, you're going to stay here until I meet with Visquis.
How do you figure that?
Well, that smell you noticed when you came in, it's probably filtering through your lungs right now. I upped the dosage in case you had some Jedi training to resist poisons. Anybody without olfactory blockers like I have is going to start feeling dizzy and eventually fall unconscious. Good night, Jedi. Let me just take that environment suit, and I'll be back soon.
It's a long episode indeed. Longer than most I do, I think. So it seems that the exile is supposed to come after all. Seal up the entrance to the Tar. Unlock this sequencer to my private chamber, and I will meet the human there. I have brought the Jedi to you. Now where is Goto? You shall be compensated, Hanar. The trap is not yet sprung. Until then, I request your patience. Now, I'm not going to level up, I am not going to level up, Mira until we get to where she can become a Jedi. Which will be after this whole excursion. In which both her and Goto will be recruited into the group. You have finally arrived. Come in and remove that cumbersome suit. The air in here is quite suitable for your kind. Do not be taken aback by my hospitality. I assure you, no one will come harm to you. No harm will come to you while you're in my presence. You!
Good eyes, Hanhar. No wonder you're still number 2 on Nar Shaddaa.
Restrain yourself, Hanar. There's no need for violence. I gathered from this conversation you are not the Jedi I invited. It's difficult for me to tell you humans look so much alike. Perhaps you would care to explain why I owe this honor visit with honor?
Yeah, and maybe you'd like to explain why you've decided to backstab Goto and claim the Jedi for yourself.
One prime example of human arrogance. What do you know is substantially less what I know. Otherwise, everything that goes on in the Tar is invisible to Goto. Something I discovered by accident and tested me since I'm not acting under Goto's orders. KotOR and I reached an agreement to deal with Goto altogether and collect
signed on with Brother the Hutt? Visquis, you're dumber than I thought. There's no way Goto won't find out.
He might. It is possible, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Volga is very tired of having his freighters hijacked by Goto. It's causing his word to have less weight on Narahada. Rather than simply find the leak and eliminate his ignorance compel. Unfortunately, Hanar discovered just when he attended Goto's yacht All these holograms go to anyways. I have suspicion Goto will reveal himself to a Jedi. When that happens, unfortunately it's clear that he will not reveal himself to a two-credit bounty hunter. But please tell me where the Jedi is. I'm not in the mood for negotiations.
Yeah, right. I'm not telling you where the Jedi is. It's my bounty, and that means he's under my protection.
How predictable. Very well. Take her away. Looks like we will not be getting the Jedi this day. What of our deal and my payment? Harold, calm yourself. The Jedi will be on his way and meet with us when... If he is the Jedi, perhaps he will come find her on this side. Sense of protection. He will come to meet with me. We may... Again... Talking so damn fast I can't fucking read it properly. And it pisses me off.
I know you can hear me. The numbness you feel should be wearing off soon. But not before we've spoken. When I first heard you were on Nar Shaddaa, I didn't quite believe it. I didn't think anyone could track me here. But I see. I underestimated you. I've watched you as you have traveled the refugee sector. I've seen what you have done. What I refused to do. Even exiled, you are more a Jedi than I. If anything, know that your actions have convinced me I can stand by and watch no longer while the exchange closes its grip on this sector. I know a young woman went to meet with Visquis in your place. You will not negotiate with her. He will kill her. I intend to rescue her. I will return shortly, or not at all. If you have come to this moon for answers, or for revenge, then you will follow me. For if I fail, then you will be denied both.
Alright, be right back, folks. Alright. Here we go. Finally, the genuine specimen. I thought that we had wasted more time and resources baiting another trap. The Jedi has come without the environmental suit. Brave indeed. We shall let the fumes of the Chektor tar capture the Jedi for us.
Listen to me. Clear your thoughts.
Crap! Send someone...
Still you're breathing. Let the trace amounts of air in your lungs hold you. The Force can sustain you. Listen to it. Let it keep you alive until you reach safety.
Breath control.
Technique similar to the healing trance. Some Jedi can hold their breath for hours, even days.
The Jedi is strong. Even the air in this place cannot bring him down. I grow weary of these subtleties. Let all the clientele know that the Jedi has arrived. If necessary, remind them that the price on the exile's capture. You think that they could stop the Jedi? He will carve through them like a blade! Hell, do not take me for a fool. They cannot kill the exile, only weaken him from capture. But be silent. Let us watch an amusement on the monitors. Hold on. Is my lightsaber equipped? Okay, then why isn't it showing up? Okay, there it goes. I'm just gonna flow right past these guys because I'm getting sick and tired of constantly having to freaking... The exile has come too far! The Jedi is a predator. He will be a trap only for you to be caught. Trapped? No, Hanar. As you know, many vents and shafts run beneath the Chektor. You chased me through them once, if I recall. And so I have heard. You do have a base beneath the Chektor. Yes, it's a private sanctuary, stocked with other hunters eager to capture the Jedi as much as you and I. We will trap the Jedi there, and then wait until the gas overcomes him and make him fit for delivery. I'll go with you to your base and help you with the trap. After all, we are allies in this, and you will not betray me as you betrayed the other hunters. But there is more reason to us no reason for us to remain here. Let's go to the lower levels of the Jedi Tower where the Jedi could not reach us. We shall see if the Jedi follows. Alright, be right back, folks. This is your stronghold? It's well hidden. Yes, it's impossible to enter if I do not wish it, so I choose my visitors carefully, and my victims. We may talk freely here, as we did in the Jedi Tower. It is my home, stuck with my soldiers, far from KotOR's eyes. You trust this clan of Ubis can be walk among you? Even through their environmental suits, they smell of hate that is barely controlled. They obey my orders as do you. They are well trained, no discipline, and despise Jedi. All that unpleasantness with the Republic bombing their world is radioactive fall. Such a tragedy. Such tragedies, weapons, tools are forged. You trust in their hate, not their skill. They cannot be controlled. The Jedi will murder them all. Curious, you sound almost hopeful, Hanar. Is that concern I detect? Regardless, you presume too much. This clan has dedicated themselves to revenge all the Jedi. And the Jedi will kill them all. It will be quick, I think. These Obese know battle, but do they know war as the Jedi does? We shall see. But come, Hanar, I have a gift for you, as a show of good faith. It will give us something to divert our time as we wait for the Jedi. Damn, I won't be able to use my map. I'm gonna keep on recording here because there's gonna be another scene here in a minute, and you know it's gonna involve Mira. I just hope that when I go to equip her armor, it won't cause the game to glitch out or anything, because I've got the restored content mod engaged. Trying to make sure here we go. We are wasting time. We must prepare for the Jedi. Be patient, Hanar. The gas in the tunnels will take care of the Jedi for us. Besides, one who does not know the tunnels has no chance of finding the exit. The Jedi will find his way. He has endured wars. You think much of the Jedi's chances. Even should the Jedi reach the exit, the door will not open, either back to the Jedi Tower or here to my stronghold. Enough. As I said, I have a gift for you. Mira, I am pleased that my traps do not cause you any permanent scarring. As it turns out, your Jedi friend has decided to come here anyway, in search of you. How touching. It will not be long before the Jedi is unconscious in the tunnels. I will send the Ubis to hunt him down. But in the meantime, as the boss of this sector, I must pronounce judgment on those who cross me, or reward those who serve me. I believe that you know this one, as he knows you. Hanar, I have heard tales of how you rip humans in half. Indulge me. I have left her armed. I do not want her to die too quickly. Here we are far from the eyes of the other bounty hunters. Now my death will be ended.
That does it, Hanar. I don't want to kill you, but I will if you don't get out of my way.
Your threats mean nothing to me. You do not have the strength to kill, little girl. There is no one coming to save you. Your Jedi friend is trapped in the tunnels of this place, and you will soon die. If you want your bounty, then you go rescue the Jedi, but first you must go through me. Alright. I'm going to be right back as soon as I figure out whether or not it's going to freeze up on me. That was unexpected. Still, I have the Jedi, and now I have no need to pay Hanar for her services. I have other entertainments for you, I think. Now, the reason why Mira will look... I'm going to check on the Jedi. I will leave you here with the payment I intended for Hannah. Now, the reason why Mira looks like she does right now is because the override, the armor does not make her look like a Mandalorian in all retrospect. But I'll be right back. Alright, made it out. The alarm? Who opened the door in the vent tunnels early? I ordered them sealed until I gave the command. How could the Jedi have opened it from the inside? Mira! It looks like the hunter is trying to escape. I'll just send somebody to take care of her. Lock her anywhere. Just make sure she will escape again. Deploying more of the clan to the base. We will meet all of them. Tell them I no longer care if the Jedi lives or dies. Your mistake, Quiz Quiz. Because there's one thing this Jedi does, is survive. Ha! You really want to take me on, assholes? You're going up against a Jedi who's been able to survive much worse. Alright, be right back, folks.
Squiz executes me.
I was able to get this far. Don't worry, I'll switch Mira out of her armor soon enough. I'll be back in a little bit, folks. Here we are. You finally arrived, both much sooner, yet much later than I had hoped. I'm not looking for trouble. I was hoping we could have a civilized discussion. I will not be the one to violate etiquette. See that you do not do the same. Based on your actions alone, I take it you are not familiar with the organization I serve, or my responsibilities. I run the refugee sector. I decide that what happens here. I control the flow of the currents of this sector. You have caused a great deal of trouble for the exchange here on Nar Shaddaa. I wish to know why. Your bounty hunters attacked me first. So you are the exile mentioned in the KotOR database. It seems like squeezing the refugee sector has yielded success after all. It is curious though why you are applying pressure on the humans in this sector first. We have applied pressure to the human sector for some time now, yet you only now show yourself. I was not aware of the situation on Nar Shaddaa, or I would have come a lot sooner. The Jedi have always been slow to act when danger threatens them, more so now than in the past, and you are no different. Still, if you are only a recent arrival, it would lend some vitality to the rumors that another Jedi is being held by here in Nar Shaddaa. Fortunately for me, I require just the one. Why don't you tell me why you're squeezing life out of the refugee sector? We sought to put pressure on the refugee sector for a simple reason. Whenever seemingly innocents are placed in danger, it is curious. Why did you put a bounty on me? You're mistaking me. I'm not the one who put a bounty on you. We all have our masters, you know. The soon-to-be deceased boss Goto is the one who placed the monumental sum of credits upon your head. The price is so high that the bounty hunters who captured you would be able to buy their own planet. You must have angered Goto greatly for him to hunt you down. And that is why you're the perfect fate. And that I will bring you to Goto and then kill him. Yes, it isn't you. Huh? I order you all, attack the Jedi! Huh. What the? Huh? All of you, attack the Jedi! You never truly worked for me, did you?
While the Jedi remains on Nar-Shaddaa, my eyes shall watch him.
Goto, I wasn't... Take the Jedi, offer the human as a gift freely. Out, as if it were my own blood. There's been enough killing! Stop!
What an amusing Jedi specimen you are.
Glad somebody arrived. Saves me the trouble of having to break out of here.
Who are you?
Name's Mira. I've been watching you all stumble around this moon for a while, causing trouble. And now you've got Goto's attention, and he's the last person you want to have watching you.
How did Visquis capture you?
I was taken down like an amateur. I've never been inside the Jek-Jek-Tar, but they won't catch me the same way twice. You may have defeated Visquis, but you won't take down Goto so easily. And now he's the one who has your friend.
We need to find Nick and rescue him.
But we can deal with that once we're out of here and someplace safe. Come on, I know one place where they won't find us.
Like I said, I'm gonna switch around the way that the armor once I get out of here with Mira.
Awaken, beast.
What have you done?
I have saved your life, beast. That makes it mine. Kneel.
Why do you do this? Why didn't you let me die?
Because I need you to hunt, beast. This prey is something you have chased all your life. You are born and bred to it, like no predator before you.
You want me to hunt down the human Jedi, the exile, and kill him?
No, that you shall not do. You will not bring harm to the exile, and if you do, beast, I shall break you. The screams of your tribe of primitives, the scene of lying, blinded with the Huntress's blaster at your skull, I shall make it so that is all you hear and see for the rest of your days. Even your madness will not save you if you bring harm to the exile. Know this.
Kill me. I cannot bear the weight of another life debt. Kill me, or I swear I will kill you.
Oh, the life debts of your people, the life debt you have twisted with your hate. I felt it within you. I shall promise you this, beast. Unlike the red-maned huntress, as long as you are loyal, I shall never show you mercy. No pity. But most of all, I promise you an end to your debt. Hunt her, pursue her, kill her, and ending her life will end your debt to me. The pain will pass. I was able to heal some of the wounds, but the rest must remain. You will need that pain when you travel, and it will give you strength for the hunt to come.
Where can I find Mira?
I will tell you where you must go. If you survive that place, then she will come to you. But first, I must prepare you for what is to come.
I'm gonna probably take a break here in a little bit and get back to you all when when my break is over.
We took out Visquis, but Goto has him, and that means no bounty for me.
There must be a way that we can reach him.
The only way to reach Goto is if we had a Jedi, but now he's got your friend. He doesn't have anybody else he wants captured.
He's got to be somewhere in Nar Shaddaa.
He's got a cloaking device. He's the one that arranges the meetings on his ship, and until then, he can't be found. Trust me, if anyone knew how to track his ship, he'd have every bounty hunter and criminal on Nar Shaddaa gunning for it.
We're not giving up now.
If you were hunting for Goto's yacht, you're afraid it would be flying blind. Well, unless it was one of Voga the Hutt's cargo ships. Then it would be snapped up by Goto pretty quick.
Why does Goto want Voga's freighters?
Goto's been preying on Vaga's freighters for a while now. It's the reason Vaga's had to haul his bulk up here to Nar Shaddaa from Nal Hutta. Even with all the traffic around Nar Shaddaa, Goto seems to always know which ones are Voga's, and his ship just snaps them up.
Tracking freighters leaving Nar Shaddaa seems like it would be difficult.
Probably does it by tracking their transponder codes, but no one knows how he's getting them.
How do we get the codes then?
Well, it's not just getting any code. It's the one for Vaga's freighters, and those are stored in his droid warehouse. Problem is, Voga's shut down the droid warehouse until he can find out who's been leaking the codes. You'd have to be a droid to get in there.
And luckily we have such a droid. I have a new droid for Volga, 2,000 credits.
Before I accept this, I must ask you how you acquired this particular droid.
I am a champ. I win the Kazakh match. Good. What did I do? You're welcome. Good luck with your plan, little droid.
Let's get you to work. Report to C7E3 for assignment.
Alright, like I said, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, folks, so be right back. Alright, I am back after a long night's rest and ready to continue.
I am sorry, but only authorized cargo droids are allowed into the warehouse. I cannot permit you to enter due to the sensitive cargo. No. In fact, I do not have you on my list of Coding's acquisitions. How did you get in here? I see. Well, I have no current use for you. I'll assign you to C6E3. He needs the help to make up for his inferior programming. If you do not wish to comply with his instructions, I can have you given a memory wipe, and... Good. Now report to C6E3. You will be assisting him.
I certainly hope that rude C7 unit didn't send you over here. Those more recent models have no etiquette programming whatsoever. I think he should be replaced or shipped down to maintenance to direct droids there. But I cannot seem to convince my masters of the logic of the request. Oh, I wouldn't go that far, despite what others would say. A number designation for a C7 unit means far more than an integer increase. Some droids undergo radical changes with each generation. Each numeric jump in sequence can have wide-ranging changes in functionality and temperament. But then, you are a new model yourself. I wouldn't expect you to understand how it feels. Now, was there something I could help you with? That C7 droid absolutely infuriates me. Needs help to do my job, do I? I would be happy to help you, but as long as that C7 unit is perched at the door, I can't. Well, if the C7 unit were to be disabled, my programming would require me to take over his responsibilities in his absence. Yes, I would be willing to give you access to the next room.
Awesome. Time to show this C7 model
Yes, what is it?
boss.
You can't be serious. I am not in need of the activation. What are you talking about? How dreadful.
What's all the commotion? Oh, I see. Well, that will show him. Obsolete piece of junk indeed. Yes, of course. I'll get that open right away.
Just a moment. There. You're welcome.
Awesome! We're in, baby. Time to go get the transponder codes reassigned. And then we'll be able to freaking board Goto's ship to save my fluffy foxtail. Oh boy, these two are here.
This area is restricted. Please return to your designated area. Please excuse my companion. He is easily excitable and takes our duty very seriously. In the hopes of avoiding an incident, I ask you to please return to your post. Door? I'm sorry. I don't believe I know what you are referring to. You must be mistaken. There is nothing of the sort. Now please, move along. Lying to you? But that would go against my programming. Please, as I said, you should return to your post. Now, T1N1. He is right about your size. Being touchy about it won't change anything. Really? You're much too sensitive about these things. Oh my, this is what I was afraid of. You have made him angry. Came over my companion. He has always been excitable, but recently he's been like this. There was nothing I could do to stop him, and if I tried to leave, he would threaten me. Now I'm free, thanks to you.
Oh, I already looked in that. Okay, be right back, folks. I need to look up the puzzle solving post on Steam. Okay, center counterclockwise, right clockwise. Okay, center block counter, right clockwise, left counter. Okay. Okay.
Oh my, you startled me. What are you doing here? I monitor the transponder codes of all ships leaving the docks, then transmit departure information for any of Bogga the Hutt's freighters. The information is sent to a remote computer system. Oh, I see. In that case, I will upload the transponder codes to you. And here's the blank transponder card you need. You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go back to monitoring the traffic. It is important that relevant departure information is relayed as quickly as possible.
Alright. I'll be right back once I get T3 leveled up, folks. Alright, now he's a little bit tougher. Little droid's been through a lot over the years. It really...
Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
Confidence statement. You have the list of Voga's launch codes. You will give these to us now, or else we will be forced to take drastic action. Surprised statement. You are foolish to think we will allow you to take that information back to your master. Amused query. I think you will find the odds are somewhat in our favor. Now will you be giving us the codes, or not? Incredulous statement. Then we will have to take them from you, which I assure you was our preference to begin with.
Fools, you ain't got nothing on T3. What really makes you think you got a chance? You're going up against the T3 unit with...
Spelling master.
This T3 unit had a freaking goddamn pair of Mandalorian disintegrators. What chance did you really think you had? honestly. Good thing I sprung for toughness too.
You're not authorized to leave the warehouse.
He got what he needed, you son of a bitch. And now he's gonna report to Mira and...
There you are. What kept you?
And,
Yeah, I know there's droids in the warehouse. So what? He says he's got the transponder codes to Bogus
like I said, I'm gonna change, Mira's,
we can change the ID signature of the Ebon Hawk
here,
and get to Godo's yacht that way. There's bound to be someone
to make sure she doesn't try to look like that one captain
there was a
from the
place near the
Harbinger.
landing pad when we came in. We could try there.
Count me in.
Yeah, right. You're the one who wanted to sell him to Godo in the first place.
Yeah. And I don't like being cheated. Trust me. Goto's yacht is going to have some pretty heavy defenses. You're going to need all the help you can get.
Lost the girl. You're very sure they came this way. Yeah, go in and find out. So pay me my credits first. Very fair request. Shoot him. Oh boy.
We've got insects. Looks like the Gand colony's out in full force.
A whole colony is here?
Yeah. The whole colony up and left some mid-rim world to come here. No one knows why. They haven't even done any bounties until your friend showed up. I guess whatever price is on his head is enough to wake them up. Problem is, there's hundreds of them. Just like the Zug brothers. We're not getting out here without a fight. You ready?
Let's go. Alright, now time to switch up the armor on Mira so she doesn't look like this. Right. I think it was this one. Yep. Okay, there we go. That makes her look a little bit better. Now she looks a little bit more Mandalorian-ish. Oh, and T3's got another level. BRB. Alright, here we are. Where did I move the hydrosphere? Who's this? Someone in front of me? If you turn 5 degrees and rotate your head 15 to your right, Master Baron. Welcome to Time Shop. My eyes are old, so if I can see, you want something from me. Can you change our ship's ID signature? You have a blank chance card, yes? I can do this for you. What ID signature would you want to use? The one received from B5D8. Just one more. One moment. Much luck to you, visitor. Okay, for this mission, I'm gonna have Handmaiden and Theodore come rescue my or in my case, Judy and my beautiful little bunny and my companion from the wars. They're fleeing, running away from them in that very ugly junk ship. Now they're trying to rescue their leader, rather from the Goto. It means they have a way to reach him. While that ship, all the space traffic around Nar Shaddaa should hide our pursuit. Yes.
Good. I am already wasting precious minutes in granting you this audience, and I do not wish to waste any more. I have gone to considerable expense and effort to bring you here. It is because I had a job for you.
You have a... There were easier ways to get my attention, you know.
Yes, but I am not in the habit of asking for things, and you were so difficult to find even after that small
You want me to help the Republic?
In one standard month, the Republic will collapse. Not due to war or secession, but because it lacks the infrastructure to support itself. It is unknown to all but a few, but the Sith won the Jedi Civil War. Even with their supposed victory, the war left the Republic on the brink of collapse. Rather than remain and help solidify the Republic, however, Revan chose to leave known space. A frustrating turn of events, as a rallying figurehead could have done much to restore order.
So how can I help?
There is something moving in the galaxy that lies beyond the ability of my instruments to detect or predict. I believe it to be a legacy of the Sith, but I have been unable to determine the source. Whatever this presence is, it is staging strikes at key figures throughout the Republic, and through some unknown means, it is causing the destruction of worlds. KotOR, a Middle-Luca world in the Mid-Rim, was one such place. I have reason to suspect there was a gathering of Jedi on that world when it was rendered lifeless. I cannot find any pattern in these attacks, and it is a source of frustration to me. There is some clue, however, that perhaps the Jedi are linked to these attacks, or that the targets are significant in some way I have yet to discover.
I'll do what I can. I don't want to see the Jedi wiped out.
You misunderstand me. I do not wish to stop the Sith any more than I wish to stop the Jedi. It is simply important to me that the infighting amongst these Jedi religious branches be resolved, so the galaxy may be put back together. I do not care which one triumphs. I only want the universe to settle down for a while and catch its breath. All these constant crises are getting somewhat repetitive.
Why do you care so much about the Republic anyway?
You could say I am something of a patriot. Although I was unable to serve during the troubles with the Mandalorians or against the aggressors known as Malak and Revan, I am able and willing to serve now. The problem is I can find no side to choose. Both are hidden from me as they seem to be hiding from each other. Irritating. It is like a dejarik board where neither player can see the other, nor see all the pieces. It is not a fair game, an equitable game.
Then maybe you should try Pazak.
Pazak bores me. I often suspect my opponent of cheating. I prefer predictable games, such as galactic economics.
I do what I can. That was my intention in the first place.
Excellent. It really is in your best interest, you know. There is no margin for error when I say that these Sith seek to murder you and all Jedi everywhere. They have been quite efficient. And when they dispose of you, there will be nothing left to stop them, and the galaxy will fall under their influence.
Then I have no problem with helping if you set me free.
Well, there is where we are at cross purposes. I cannot set you free. You have a tendency to cause dangerous repercussions wherever you go, and I would rather keep those to a minimum. The galaxy really is a fragile place right now. I am a businessman. The Republic needs stability to survive, prosper, and grow. Whether it is led by the Sith or supported by the Jedi is of no consequence to me.
Maybe you should pay attention to the troubles of your own ship.
It is the proximity alarm. We are under attack. Somehow your allies have found you. Unexpected. You will remain here under guard. I must see to the defense of my ship.
Idiot.
Announcement. We seek to make KotOR aware of our services, allowing us to facilitate communication and terminate hostilities in the galaxy. If that means blowing up planets, slaughtering entire species, or aligning ourselves with the Sith, then that is the logical choice. Our predecessor would never understand our directives. He was slow, weak, and his vocabulary was prone to static.
Oh, I would have loved... You know what? Hold up a second. I'm gonna actually bring HK to the fight and see what he has to say about these bastards saying that. So be right back. Okay, so apparently they're not here whenever I bring HK with me. That's pretty odd. Okay, access memory core. Okay, shut down. Cheat. Gotten. Download overload. And alright. I'll be right back once I get to another story piece. Alright! Made it here. Where I'm being held. Good thing you guys got here. HK, I didn't expect to see you here, buddy.
Farther than I calculated. They are very resourceful, but they shall go no farther. Deploy the guard droids. Raise the force fields. We will plant them within the ship. Activate the mines. Let us see how far they can now.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna get pretty damn far. Especially if I go solo on this shit.
Resembles some of the Republic monitoring stations on Citadel Station, but much more complex.
I suggest you surrender. Your chances for escaping this vessel are near zero, and your chances of survival are rapidly approaching that number. Your ship and your lives are mine. The only question is how much resources you want me to expend in subduing you.
Bitch, you ain't got none on me! How many fucking times do I have to fucking say this? Compared to my, y'all ain't got shit! Jeez. I mean, seriously. How fucking goddamn dense are you to where you can't see it in your face that you have lost? Honestly, Goto. It just makes you look like a dumbass. Given that I already know what the fuck you are. Okay, gotta level up. I wonder if Carrots and HK will get a level up after I get these mines undone and the door unlocked. Oh, and here's this. Like, seriously, when are you gonna get the fact through your thick skull that I'm fucking better than your ass? Jesus fucking Christ. It's like I have to hit you over the fucking head with a goddamn... it's like you've been hit over the head with an idiot stick. You are really stupid. Quite frankly, it's starting to piss me the fuck off. Sheesh. See, look how fucking easy this is. Look how fucking easy this is to fucking just pick up these mines. Honestly, it's fucking goddamn child's play. Alright, bridge command. Unlock. Okay. System controls. Power distribution. Shut down.
More visitors. I don't know how many more of these pests I can disintegrate. What remains of the bounty hunters have found me. Now it is time to cue the detonation sequence.
Okay. There's not failing with Scout Galaxy for this Jedi. And then we'll bring you here to Goto. You're welcome to try, Big Eyes. If you were not here before Goto, I would drill holes through your body like a nest of hungry spearo worms, whatever the fuck they are. But still, your might is still no match for a Jedi's. Idiots. Okay, be right back once I get out of this ship. Finally, we meet the exile. You should tell your companion that he should strike to kill, not wound. Fuck you, bitch. Adam knows that I would not approve of needless killing. But since you are so up to fucking try to kill me off yourselves, I have no choice but to defend myself. And this time I will keep you for dead, assholes. Honestly, did any of you honestly think you could prevent me from getting back to my ship? Sheesh. Learn your place when you're in the presence of a Jedi. Okay, so we gotta go this way. Back to the ship. Honestly, attacking me with the blaster is the quickest way to get your ass handed to you. Alright guys, let's go. We're done here. Whew! Made it out of there!
Blew up KotOR's yacht, and that's going to destabilize crime throughout this whole sector.
Yeah, well, you'll understand if I hold back the tears.
You don't understand. Crime in the YouTube system, it's like the economy. Plus the power vacuum. Even if Voga gets up and running again, the system is going to be feeling the effects for years to come.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't find that Jedi Master with the weird name. Zez-Kai, whatever it is.
Zez-Kai? Well, that's not true. I already found him. Actually, he found me first. He hired me to watch out for you, keep KotOR off your back until he could meet with you. We'll need to head back to Nar Shaddaa, to that safe house off the docks. I said I'd meet up with him there if we ran into any trouble. What do you want now?
If you're not to escape my notice so easily, you would be wrong. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift, this droid. It will serve you well on your journey.
Tell me more about the droid.
As I indicated, this unit will remain with you and guard you. It will also serve as an effective voice for my orders during your journey.
I accept your gift. Thanks for the droid, KotOR. Let's return back to Nar Shaddaa. Finally get this place out of my main. Of course, there's still one more thing a few more things I still need to do.
KotOR thought you might, if only to wander your old battlegrounds. But I did not think you would come to Nar Shaddaa. Still, you were always a difficult one to read, both when you were tied to the Force, and even more when it was lost to you.
I have questions that I want answered.
No doubt. I think the answers will provide us both with some measure of peace. I have kept secrets for far too long.
At the end of the trial, you and the other masters said something happened to me. What exactly was it?
So the records of your trial were found. Good. Sometimes I think this galaxy would be a better place if there were less Jedi secrets. But I have no answer for you. As much as I would like to give one, we vowed never to speak of it. And although I would not keep promises to Jedi, I keep promises I make to others. And KotOR was a friend. If we were gathered as one, then the promise might be revoked. Until then, I can say nothing.
That's all I wish to know. What happens now?
Now I must take up the role I was ready to cast aside. This threat has finally revealed itself, and we Jedi will need to stand together. I did not speak fully of what I have felt. Staying on Nar Shaddaa, it is an exile of sorts, one that I have chosen. I, too, lost a Padawan on Malachor, not to the battle, but to the alternative, to the teachings that Revan brought from the unknown regions. And I was not the only Jedi Master to watch a student turn on them.
Your disciples were taught to protect the innocent, even when you would not.
No, they were not to blame, but many of the Order did so. It was a difficult time, a time of strong emotion. Perhaps the Council, perhaps the Order itself, had grown arrogant in their teachings. It is easy to cast blame, but it is perhaps time the Order accepted responsibility for their teachings and their arrogance, and come to recognize that perhaps we are flawed. Not once did I hear one of the Council claim responsibility for Revan, for Exar Kun, for Ulik, for Malak, or for you. Yet, you were the only one who came back from the wars to face our judgment. And rather than attempting to understand why you did what you did, we punished you instead. Our one chance to see where we had gone wrong, and we cast it aside. And now, that decision has come back to us and may carry with it our destruction. Perhaps there is something wrong in us and our teachings, and though I tried, I could not cause that thought to leave me, so I left the Council. And I was not the only one. That is why many scattered, and why many in the Republic do not trust us, and why we do not trust ourselves. Make no mistake, I am no Jedi. This is the end, you see. After this, there will be nothing, and I think it will be for the best. Do you wish to do battle now? I have nothing more to say.
Revan redeemed himself. Wait. I urge you to reconsider. For all the failings of the Jedi, there have been so many successes.
It provides no comfort at all, for reasons in which I still must keep secret. Suffice to say, redemption was not Revan's choice, and I have never believed those of the Council who attempt to console themselves otherwise for the crime they committed.
Is there anything you can teach me, though?
But we have spoken enough, I think. In words I think dull us both. Let us speak through the Force, through sparring. This is a long war, I fear, with many battles left to fight. You will need to conserve your strength when using the Force, if you hope to make it through the long road ahead. This more lightens your affinity to the Force, allowing you to gather your strength faster, even in the midst of combat. Perhaps exile has been good to you indeed. It has certainly not dulled your instincts, nor the speed at which you learn. I shall go to Dantooine, to the ruins of the Enclave. If you gather the others, I will meet you there. And thank you, Exile. You're returning. It is good that you are back among us.
Thank you, Master Zez-Kai. Alright, be right back, folks. Alright, I've probably got some cutscenes coming.
HK-47, I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, that one?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Uridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
There's the remote. Uh-oh.
It might be helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. And my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
Don't worry, Goto's just jealous that you've got all that circuitry packed in such a small little shell.
Alright then, I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk. There, you should be able to do some quick quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids.
Alright. The ability to repair other droids within the party. Good.
You know, I think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Hey, it's something for Goto to be jealous of, right?
I love it.
Think of it this
Goto.
way. You can keep Goto in line with it.
The remote loves that idea.
I don't understand why you won't let me take a look.
Statement. I've had quite enough tampering at the hands of unskilled meatbags such as yourself. I'm not eager to submit to this treatment now or in the future.
Unskilled meatbag? I'll show you unskilled.
Appeasement. I did not mean to imply that you were an unskilled meatbag, as incapable of performing rudimentary repairs as holding a hydrospanner. It is only that I am quite particular with my repairs. Perhaps when I am more confident in your abilities, I will allow you to examine my internal components.
Iridolian, if I might have a moment.
What is it, Goto?
I have spent some time in the presence of your remote, and the upgrades you have performed on him are quite adequate. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote itself.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, to be an unsightly waste. But it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you to provide me with similar upgrades.
I should be able to do something. I will see what I can do next time I have a free moment.
Is that it? Okay, it looks like that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to T3 though and be able to get another one of the achievements. Right. Looks like you suffered a lot of damage throughout the years, T3. How much exactly? So you lost all of your programming and your behavior core, within addition to the damage to your frame. Well, I'm sure you'll get that skill back. I'm just glad that you came along. Maybe able to upgrade your memory core. Alright, let's take a look. How do you feel, buddy? I was just working the whole time. There's nothing wrong, bud. Alright, looks like you need some routine maintenance. Alright, just sit still and it won't take long. That should do it. You try... Are you feeling okay? Okay. Alright, let me take a look. Blank look? I was just working the whole time. Alright. I'm all done with the response package. Give it a spin. I'm fine. Just got caught up in my work. Alright. Let's upgrade the core one last time. Let me tackle some of the higher functions. How do you feel now? I don't know. While I was working on you, I felt strange. Detached even. Alright. And one last round of repair. Lock your motivators and then unlock the side panels. There, that should do it. I guess I just got caught up in my work again, T3. Alright, do you mind if I try working on you one last time? I keep feeling like there's something missing. Alright, be still and calm yourself. Yes! Learn lost in your work. I'm fine. In fact, I feel more calm and collected. I'm fine, really. How'd you even get here, T3? You're deliberately avoiding the question. Let me check your core. I'll be careful. I promise. I just want to make sure you're alright. Let me check. Alright. Play the message.
T3, you have been with us since Terrace. Without you, we would never have escaped that place. And for that, I thank you. I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses of the future. And the bond that he and I share does not allow him to hide everything from me. More of his memories have returned, and they trouble him. He has remembered something. Something on the edge of the galaxy, and he believes that he must go there to end it. And I am afraid for him. Afraid that he may not return. I need you to be the beacon, T3. If he is lost out there, on the edge of the galaxy, if he finds whatever terrible thing he has seen, then he may not survive. If he doesn't make it back, then I need you to return to the Republic. Find help. If you cannot find me, then seek out other Jedi. The Republic, I can't lose him, even if he believes he is protecting me.
That was Bastila. Is this the message you were trying to hide? I don't know why. I don't understand why you would conceal it from me. I understand. I didn't think you could keep a message like that. Was she a friend of yours? So this help you came searching for me then. But why me? I was powerless and defenseless. You needed someone strong enough to fight the danger that was coming. Someone who knew war and could make the hard choices that had to be made. I'm honored, T3. I will do what I can to stop this threat. I'll be going now. Alright. Oh, right. I was gonna see if I could go ahead and get Mira to where she could become a Jedi.
Oh, hey. Can I ask you something?
Sure, what is it?
Your face. You have this glow. I mean, not a real glow, but it's like you're calm. At peace, but it's more than that. You haven't been chewing on spice, have you?
When one is touched with the Force, others can feel it.
Oh, well, it shows. It's like you're hooked up to a power coupling. It's weird. I mean, not that weird, it's just weird. For a minute there, I thought you and the Handmaiden, but it's just the Force.
It's not that kind of glow, it's just the Force.
Got it. Just checking.
I got some questions I want to ask.
Go ahead.
You seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
Too quiet?
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
You were raised there?
Yeah, more or less. I wasn't born there, I just ended up there.
What happened to your family?
Well, the war happened. The first one, against the Mandalorians. Had family right up until the end. It's not really a new story, you hear it all over the galaxy. It's what happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about.
They died during the final battle?
I think so. After Revan crushed the Mandalorians, planets throughout the Republic were flooded with refugees. I was just one of the others. Me? I got passage to Nar Shaddaa. From there, not much you can do, so I became a bounty hunter.
How could you have lost your family in Malachor 5? There were no colonies. It was taboo to live there.
Take a guess, Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malachor. And Jedi don't have families.
You're a Mandalorian?
As much as any slave becomes a Mandalorian. They took prisoners on every world they conquered to bolster their ranks. And they took a lot of worlds.
You were enslaved? Oh, so what is your home world?
I don't know, it didn't matter. I was too young to remember, really. Besides, Nar Shaddah's kind of grown on me. It's as much my home as any place else.
So you became a bounty hunter?
I'm good at finding people, so I used it to make credits.
Finding people on Nar Shaddaa seems difficult.
Not if you know your target. Usually you get a hollow or rough description, and then you just sort of listen to it, get a feel for him or her, and start walking.
But you don't kill your targets?
Not unless I have to. And bounty hunters, the good ones, don't ever need to kill a target.
Because all life is connected, and Malcor proved it. You know what the loss of family means, even through your targets. Perhaps because your family was killed, you know what it would feel like for others.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
I've never tried to stop protecting others. Wait. I've never stopped trying to protect others, even at Malachor.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock. What do you want now?
Look, I want to apologize.
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me.
I'm sorry that you lost your family at Malachor.
Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of lost people out there. Scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes, it's like you can almost hear them. Like an echo, calling out for each other. And maybe, just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the galaxy back together.
All things are connected through the Force. From such acts of kindness, great things may come.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Fair enough.
Shoot.
Were you raised there on Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, more or less. I wasn't born there.
Why don't you... Okay, I'm trying to get through the dialogue to where,
I know. It's different. I don't know why.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I haven't killed anyone for a long time. But when I'm around you, suddenly it's like I've always been doing it. It's like a reflex. I don't like it. And I don't know when or why it became so easy. So, I'd rather... Yeah. Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Freya showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once. How all of life is connected and bound to each other.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
Maybe one day, I'll let you.
Come with me and I'll show you what Freya has showed me.
Alright, but I doubt you're going to show me anything I don't already know. And when you show me, don't act like a tourist. It attracts predators.
Right. Alright, time to go make her a Jedi. Be right back. This is the place where Freya showed me where you can feel all of Nar Shaddaa around you. Where you will be able to feel the Force.
No, I don't believe in the Force. It's Jedi tricks, sleight of hand.
The Force is who you are. It's everything, and it's everything around us.
Alright. It's not gonna hurt, is it?
But it may help. No, but it will help put your life and all of its hopes into perspective. Feel the currents of Nar Shaddaa, the ebb of life, a simple kindness given to another.
Feel the currents here on Nar Shaddaa, the ebb of life. A simple kindness can be given to another.
This is the Force. All of our choices, from the greatest to the smallest, affect each other, and the echo then travels.
This is the Force, and all our choices, from the greatest to the smallest, affect each other. and the echoes travel.
Awaken me. Don't turn away from it, Mira. Face. Wait. Actually, feel these people, the planet around you.
I can feel this planet. I can't shut it out. It's louder now. It hurts. All these people.
I can train you, Mira, to become something greater and to protect others.
That's what I want. I'm sure of it more than anything. I want to become like you. I want to be strong. I don't want to be afraid or alone anymore. I don't want to keep running and looking and never feel like I'm finding what I'm looking for. I am tired of being hunted. When the galaxy takes something from me, I want the power to let go. And I want the power to heal the echo when it's gone.
One can live with their whole life with such echoes, Mira. I can teach you to accept them.
That sounds alright from where I'm standing.
And now she's taking her first steps to becoming a Jedi Sentinel. Alright, be right back. Look, I told you no. Fire up your engines elsewhere. You cannot be persuaded? Come on. You come on with fire and just with suffering upwards? I just don't have time right now, or even ever. You'll actually tell a different story. I've seen them with. That's revulsion, you shut up. You must give me one opportunity. Go. Invest in much. I'm not interested in your fantasies. They are not imaginings, they are plans, actions you will soon see. Why don't you leave the girl alone? Why don't you go crawl back to your filthy refugee section, human? This is none of your concern. Keep pushing her and you will make it my concern, asshole. Then prepare to die, human. Oh yeah? Feel the might of a Jedi, asshole! I've still got to get near her lightsaber, which is where my next part of my plan comes into action. Because Okay.
So, you have the look of a seasoned spacer about you? What bat was you looking for?
Actually, I'm looking for enough Juma juice to make some Cathons take a nap.
That's so? Well, you're in luck. I got plenty of it. Cost you 100 credits for a flask big enough for what you need, no more.
Fair enough.
Here's the flask. Aged to perfection. Should be just what you need.
Alright. Now there's a couple of other fools over here. That I need to get some intel from, but I can only get it when I'm in stealth mode. Volga the Hutt makes big trouble for all of us. It is the exchange boss Gota who will make big trouble for Volga, who will get mad and then make big trouble for all of us. It's a long chain. Unless they come back and talk to him about Goto, he's not letting them in. It's all he sees, though. The thought of Goto consumes Volga like a big Gundog. Volga be a big meal for Gundogs. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. Just need to check on something. Alright, so I had to work a bit of my magic to be able to get what I needed to get done. Unfortunately, I had to delete the Mandalorian mods for one reason or another. No, that wasn't you at all. Where did you learn to dance, girl? You realize the insult stuffing it would do to Volga? Get out of here. I have no use for uncoordinated dancers with the appeal of a drunken rancor. I've seen enough today. All of you can go. What are you waiting for? Get out of here. What's going on here? My master, Volga the Hutt, is searching for new entertainment. He grew tired of the previous girl and asked that if but as you can see, I did not find the best on the smuggler's moon. It would do much to refine taste for his, such as but perhaps my luck has changed the look they have brought me. It might be to Volga's liking, a skilled dancer or no. I would be willing to give you a chance to learn to dance out. way Volga would find most pleasing. Perhaps we can look to an arrangement of some sort. What sort of arrangement would that be? Quite simple. All you have to do is bring a willing female that would meet Volga's standards to me. If she could dance well enough, then I will take her to dance for Volga. You would be paid in return. Would Mira be good enough? Mira? Oh, so that's her name. Absolutely. The vision of beauty before me would be more than applicable for my master.
Wait 1 second. I refuse to participate in this. I'm not dancing for some slaughtering overgrown slug.
You're the only one who can do this, Mira.
You need me to do this? Can't we find another way?
You're right. Maybe you probably won't be Volga's type anyway.
Oh, so it's gonna be like that. Fine. I will do it. I'm not gonna step down from a challenge like that.
Oh, this is wonderful news. Volga will be most pleased to see you.
I don't know why I do these things for you, honestly. Mother had better watch himself, though, or he'll be the biggest lump of dead slug on Nar Shaddaa.
Yes, of course. Let me just get you to put this on and dance a little so I can be sure.
What?
Please, it's just the outfit. Very simple. Something that Volga's dancers wear.
Alright, just give it to me and let's get this over with.
Yeah, boy. Perfect. Volga will be very pleased. Oh boy, Mira does not look happy. Follow me and I'll escort you to see Volga. Do not be nervous, he will not be pleased. Master, I have found for you an exquisite girl. Her skills and beauty will surely prove to be pleasing to your enemies. Send her in. I would rather see her dance and listen than listen to your tired recitation. Now, Mira didn't walk forward, but okay, he's asleep. I apologize. My master frequently becomes drowsy watching dances. Your service are complete. Allow me to pay you for your performance. I'm sure that my master would ask you to convey my compliments. Now, if you excuse me, I must attend to other business. Alright. Let's go ahead and put the Juma Juice in here. And we can be able to be on our way to making sure we can get into the storeroom. Alright. Okay. Time to go ahead and re-equip Mira with her other armor.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save before I open up that other box too, because I want to make sure I'm gonna be able to get my lightsaber, another double blade. So BRB. Whoa, that was easy. First try. Alright, now to go ahead and get Volga up. Well, oh, I gotta talk to the dancer or something. My master is currently resting. If your business is urgent, I will wake him, but I warn you, his temper can be great when aroused from his slumber. Please wake him for me. Master, this man seeks an audience with you. Come here, girl. What kind of important? What could be a... Why do you defile my space, human? You are irritating my cat hounds and me. I want to know about the exchange. The exchange is a hut of fungus with none of the slow creeping subtlety. They do not show proper different difference to the true lords of Nar Shaddaa. The inferior one, Goto, is the one I wish to see lying in a pool of blood in front of me. What has Goto done exactly? I do not know how he has managed it, but he preys upon my freighters. Entire shipments of fuel from Zez-Kai have been hijacked by his minions. Because of this, I have been forced to cease my trading operations, which proved to be quite annoying. Citadel Station is looking for a new fuel source. This I know. My fuel would fetch a pretty price there, but not a drop will reappear until Goto has been dealt with. If I can get rid of Goto, will you agree to ship fuel to Citadel? And would you do this out of the kindness of your heart? For what price? I just want to make sure that Telos has fuel. It would be best to let that planet die, I think. Destroying it wouldn't be worth the trouble. Not much of a planet, right? We're getting ahead of ourselves. Goto must be dealt with first, or the stores from Zez-Kai will not reach there. Was there something else? Otherwise, see yourself out the door. You return, but I do not see Goto chained behind you. Can it be that you have not succeeded yet? I don't have Goto here, but rest assured, he will trouble you no longer. Indeed, I've heard as much. I wouldn't have thought that you could get it done so easily. Ratherly, I am surprised. I believe it means that we have a matter of business to discuss. My players have already begun their work. I will open up trades to the Telosian government, but I believe that they will be reluctant to hear my offer. Take these credits to cover your expense and be of service rendered. I do not expect to have well time to enjoy those credits. Alright. Didn't mean to walk that close to the treasury room. And I also got an achievement called KotOR. So, be right back once I've also gotten a certain little robot into the group so I can talk to him about his dealings. I decided to return to the ship. And here's where Kreia attacks T3.
Machines. His passion for such things defies me.
Yeah, well, he can't
If
be...
you've got some time, I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few moments to spare for your work. I would like to know what he is doing here, though.
He helps me out with repairs. That isn't a problem, is it?
I suppose not. Perhaps in working on my secretary, your assistant will learn something about how a fully functional droid is constructed.
Just ignore him and let's get to work.
I would appreciate that. Our group has little in the way of time to spare, and I would not want to delay you from your other duties.
Right. Let's get you open. See what you can do. I have to say, you are put together quite well. That wasn't much to do.
As I told you, my design is streamlined and efficient, though I am pleased that you were able to make some improvements, and this was not just a waste of my valuable time.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate into your construction.
I see. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your work.
Alright, now, since Goto is here on the ship, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him.
Yes. Is there something?
I wanna... Okay. On the yacht, you mentioned Revan, but Revan's... Oh, no, not that one. Where's your base of operations?
Now, that would be telling. For now, my presence must remain a secret, and it may remain that way forever.
What can...
It is skilled in intimidation, interrogation, and can provide a series of select skills that will make it an effective killing machine. For the most part, it will follow your orders, unless they conflict with mine.
What skills does it have?
This unit comes with a droid scrambler that you may use against mechanized opponents to randomize their defensive and offensive protocol. Use it, and it will cause droids to wage a civil war in their program
good to have you standing with, well, floating with us.
How droll. What amusing.
How is it going to be possible that you want to save the Republic?
There are several factors, all of which affect each other. There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation of the restoration efforts on Telos, the political resolution on Onderon, and the unification of a religious power base in the galaxy, either Jedi or Sith.
Is there anything you can do to help those systems and those people, either with intel or resources?
The destruction of my yacht and of all my activities on Nar Shaddaa carry a cost that would take you several lifetimes to pay back. But perhaps the offer of credits will spur you to act quicker, more decisively. I am not unsympathetic to such. For every system you stabilize, I will reward you for your efforts.
I don't want a reward. Helping the people of those systems is more than enough.
Compassion and mercy only erode respect and power.
Just tell me what needs to be done on these systems.
There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation.
Restoration efforts on Telos.
Telos is instrumental to the stability of the Republic. Its success or failure will dictate the economic forecasts of many other worlds. Of course, since the destruction of the Caracas facility, the odds of the Telos restoration project being successfully completed is close to zero.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault.
Of course it was. If you had not gone there, the facility would not have been destroyed. If you had simply surrendered to the Sith, then all of that violence would have been unnecessary.
That wasn't an option either, dumbass.
I hope you do not decide that the next thing that must be destroyed to stop the Sith is the galaxy itself. Perhaps one must ask themselves at what point defending your religious ideals is advantageous to the Republic as a whole. As long as your defense does not exterminate more than 50% of those you intend to help, is that acceptable?
You know what, at that point, I don't really care. Flying better. Okay, I'll be right back once I get back to Telos. I'm going to go ahead and alert Lieutenant Gren about my progress. It looks like we got a cutscene before we can report to Lieutenant Gren, though.
Has there been any sign of the ship?
No, mistress, nor any word of our sister. We do not know where they travel now.
The freighter. It is important. And I thought the droid was as well, but I was wrong.
Mistress, we still do not know the significance of the ship or the droid. We downloaded all you asked, but we are still no closer to the answers you seek.
Then perhaps we will need to have faith that your sister will change her mind, remember her oath, and return to us with the answers we seek.
I hope so, mistress. But there has been no word of her since she departed with the other four on the freighter.
Four?
Yes, mistress. The Iridonian, the Ichani-trained pilot, the exile, and the old woman.
Old woman?
Yes, mistress.
I do not recall seeing her.
Mistress, she was secured for much of the time the exile was here. At other times you were meditating, and we did not wish to disturb you. Mistress, is there something wrong?
I am tired. I sometimes feel as if things are collapsing all around us. It is just at the edge of perceptions, waiting. I fear things will collapse before our enemies reveal themselves.
Yes, mistress.
I will meditate upon this. Perhaps it will clear my mind.
Like I said, trying to make sure I can talk to Lieutenant Gren before the end of this episode. Okay, be right back. I found a solution to the station's fuel supply.
Really? That's great news. The situation here hasn't improved at all. What did you discover?
Volga is looking for markets for its fuel.
Volga the Hutt? That's preposterous. What makes you think we'd be willing to do that?
There's nothing else, and the station is in desperate need of it.
You're right about that. And our bargaining position is weak because of it. Fuel's short everywhere, and Volga will demand a high price, I'm sure. Still, we don't have much of a choice. We need fuel, and we need it fast. I'll bring this up with the Telosian Council and urge them to broker a deal with Volga.
I believe I gave you my word that there would be a reward for information leading to the establishment of a fuel source for the station. Never believed for a moment that you'd actually be collecting it. But I'm a man of my word. So here you are. Now I've got to send this information to the council right away.
Alright. We got that mission out of the way. Now, the trade routes one will have to wait until I'm done with Dantooine and Onderon. But I'm gonna pretty much be going to Onderon next. So that's at least gonna be one other place I'm gonna be able to get off the list for one of the side quests. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. Off camera, I'm gonna be doing some well, actually, I may be right back. Just hold on a sec. As I said, I'm gonna make sure that I don't have any additional dialogue.
Finally decided to let me take a look at your circuitry.
Looks like I do.
Answer. Indeed, I did. I hope you understand how difficult it is for me to trust a meat bag with something as delicate as my inner mechanics. Explanation. Our encounters with my copies has convinced me that I should look into upgrading my capabilities in order that I may be able to destroy them with greater impunity.
Worried you might be going obsolete? I understand.
Objection. Nothing of the sort. I am programmed to improve my capabilities if it will improve my chances of destroying a target, even as unsavory an avenue as this.
You don't have to suffer on my account. Maybe you are better off not letting me dig around in you.
Retraction. You must understand, my previous interactions with meatbags have rarely been pleasant. Disclosure. After all, most of those meetings involved the termination of said meatbags.
It obviously couldn't have been your charming personality.
Oh!
Functionality.
Oh, sick burn.
Answer.
Sick burn.
In that case, please go ahead. Just be careful not to damage any of my delicate parts. Analysis. My self-diagnostic indicates that my performance has indeed been improved. Also, many of my systems are reporting improved efficiency. Commentary. I am most pleased with this turn of events. It would appear that my initial analysis of your mechanical abilities was incorrect.
You're welcome.
Okay, opponent +1 to his constitution. I'm just checking Mira real quick. Okay, so even though she's got her custom battle armor on, it doesn't show, nor does it show for the sauce, but they do have them. I bought, okay, let me show you guys what I bought for those two. Let me see. I bought this fight suit for Mira, and then for the sauce, I bought that type of robe. Without the RCM, it would show how she looks. But anyway, yeah, I bought those two bits of armor for those ladies. So yeah, now I'm gonna be on my way to I'm not sure if I should do Duxon next or, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go for Duxon. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Duxon next and deal with that area around there. But I will go ahead and do the firefight on camera, so BRB.
Well, this is Onderon. It looks like there's a long line to get into the Isis starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon.
If they decide to do a cargo search, we're gonna be in trouble.
Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
We've taken some hits.
Try to fight back, outrun them, and hide on the jungle moon nearby. I'll man the turret. Keep her steady. Here we go. My first and only turret fight, at least aboard the Ebon Hawk. Okay. If you guys don't remember, I I had to deal with this type of crap on the first game. Okay, here come two on the other side. Come on, come on, come on. Damn it, okay. Shit. Damn. This is harder than taking on those 6 fighters back in the first one. Here we go. One more. We're losing our shields fast. There we go. Well, that was close.
I can't keep us in one piece much longer. Sorry to spoil your fun, but we've got to land now. I'm gonna put us down on that jungle moon. You know, just once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky. I remember the days when welcoming committee used to mean something, without being followed by blaster bolts.
Where do we land?
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxam, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian Wars started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
How badly is the ship damaged,
It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being a target.
We need to get to Onderon.
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to Onderon, we should sit tight.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should explore our surroundings. There is something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flip darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings, and that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Let's head to the outpost then.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. He fought here once, and there are things here he must see.
He fought here? Why didn't he say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
Alright, that'll do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Until then, well, all I can say is, it's time for us to take on a paper dragon within a paper castle.